the black hole to make myself whole again.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 21 of The Grind. So hopefully we don't have any of the same footage issues we had last time. I'm already checking the settings and doing all that, and it looks better and I can see it recording right now. Right to the to-do list. I want to work some on covering up and armoring up the pipes that we have. I got some great suggestions in the comments on how to improve my design of the hangar bay doors so they can clear the armor blocks, and also on how I can use displacement to actually line up both sides and remove the gap. I think I mostly understand it, so we'll see if I can figure it out in practice, and we will do that. I printed one of the collectors. We'll maybe print the other. Print one collectors. I'm gonna leave that. Docking bay, not sure we'll get to that. Not sure if we'll get to the Stinger. I would like to do some living quarters sooner rather than later. And then this was a great suggestion in the comments. I should have a refinery that I use just for rare resources. Say that 10 times fast. So I'll see if I can get to that, but for sure we're gonna make good progress on these pipes, redo this hangar bay, and then we'll probably come back here and check and decide what we want to do next. As always, special thanks to my patrons. Special thanks to all of those who have engaged on the comments and have given me great suggestions. Please, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Click that notification button. Add any comments that you have if you enjoy the episode. And with that, first things first, the most tedious thing that I want to get to right away that will take a lot of time lapsing is these pipes. So I'm going to get to welding those up. Ooh. Is that just a little piece of mountain floating there? I gotta get rid of that. Oh, I missed it. I missed it again. Is it still there? Okay, that's gone. Now I will go in and armor this up. Ugh, longest tunnel ever. And I feel like I just never appreciate how long it actually is, but it's done. I didn't think I was going to be able to finish it in just one episode because it was done. But I appreciate in the comments the suggestion to always bring along a junction and a connector. And as I kept doing that, I was always able to access supplies that weren't too far away. Only ran out of energy like 5 times on the way here. So after doing that, we can easily go check that off the to-do list. And I think the next thing I want to do, which seems a little bit more complicated to me, is go ahead and work on the hangar doors. This is where I've gotten the most help, including even a Google Doc with a spreadsheet on it from one of our participants in the Discord channel. And I think I have a good idea of how to do this new hangar door, and we'll hopefully get the gaps out of it. Might think about some interior lighting on the other side of the hangar, and go from there. Resources are holding up okay so far too, which is good news. So yeah, I am gonna leave this pipe there too, partially just because I like the way it looks. I think it's kind of fun. It's redundant, and having redundant systems I think is always a good idea. I think it will be really hard for a ship to get all the way down into the mountain where that interior pipe is. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud, but it does seem really hard. Unless, of course, they crash up here near the top, but then the rest of the pipe will still stay intact. So, again, I think the next step is to work out some of the specifics on how to get this hangar door to the next level. Unfortunately, that does mean I have to take this one all the way down, which of course is a whole bunch of resources, so grinding this down is going to take a little while, and then redesign it. But I want to get it right, and so it's worth doing. And the actual exterior portion is going to stay intact. So let's do that. Sounds like we might be facing our first attack of this episode. Oh, yep, there it is. Man, so distracting. Okay, let's see how we do. I have not paid any attention to my defenses for some time, so this may be trouble. Good news is we're moved all the way inside and we don't necessarily need the resources, and eventually I am gonna add defenses to this part and go searching for more resources, but I don't need to yet. So if something somewhat catastrophic happens out here, it's not the end of the world. Oh, you're falling. What is your trajectory? Oh dear. Come on, I see both those towers are firing at least. It's another one of those big ships. Okay. Looks like he's veered off and isn't going to hit the main base. Okay, this could be okay. And we've got ships lying all over the place here. Easy pickings for resources. There's the lag. Oh my gosh, that's really bad. I was just about to say, hey, lag isn't terrible, and now it's the worst ever. Goodness gracious, like worst ever. That sounds like a pretty spectacular wreck. Ooh, thank you for staying within range of my guns. Ouch. Hard fall there. Dang. Okay, that's okay. I'll take an attack like that. Not a school. Oh no! Wait. Maybe not like that. Got a little cocky. Okay. I guess the main question is, why am I even getting within range of these guns? So many ruins. I need to do a cleanup run here. Part of the lag is just because I've let all these ships just sort of... Oh, you're just sitting there shooting at me now. Oh boy. I need to send out an attack unit or something. Once I get that large grid stinger, this huge ship over in that direction's got to be my first target. If I can get this hangar done, and I can... Is that really the last thing sort of holding me back? The pipe's done, the hangar's done. I do want to add some defenses out here, but even that's not necessarily urgent. Maybe once I get those two things done, I get this stinger finished, and I go out and start doing some cleanup and collect all these resources. Well, I don't think I have to stare at this anymore. I'm just gonna get back to work grinding down the hangar, and then once that thing's ground down, I can start working on the improved hangar, and we can go from there. Alright, well now as far as I understand it, so I do need to, I'll work on the displacement here in a second to get this out and hopefully line up on the other side with another rotor head over there so I can get rid of the gap. Okay, so if I have this right, blast door, let's get all these pieces. So we've got the corner, the edge, and then just a regular blast door. So we've got the blast door, which I had there, and then we've got the corner like that. Is this the way to do it to make sure it's not going to bump into anything? Put the corner here, right? And then come all the way across and use edges instead. So now here, ooh, wow, that edge actually lines exactly up with it, which is almost too exact. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this, I grabbed too many steel plates. We're going to put a rotor. Did I see that right? And I should use an advanced rotor. Like, okay. Let's take you off too. And then I need to be able to see. 0. Alright, and then we go over here. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I've really only ever done this. I've actually not done this, where you detach the head. Jeez. Oh wait, there we go. And the math works out to... And now we want to put, correct me if I'm wrong again, which of course you can't do because you're not live with me right now. We put another corner over here like that. And then let's just see, first of all, let's just add a rotor head to this. Rotor head. Can I just do that first? No, it won't add. How do I do this? Let's take this off. Let's take this off. So that puts the head like right up against like that. And then if I were to do an edge there, can't do it there. If I put a corner like that, and then how far out can I displace you? Let's see. Nope. How many wrong buttons can I push? Comedy of errors. 20 centimeters is the max distance out it will go, is that right? That doesn't make sense though. Why does this one, that one goes out that far, and you go out that far? It just doesn't fit. So maybe instead of using these edge parts right here, I have to just use not the corner, but just an edge. See, it still doesn't come out far enough. Oh, friends, why doesn't this work? So, and this won't displace any further. 20 centimeters. And then on this side, it goes out 20 centimeters. So that's the max I can go. All right, well that didn't work. I have to try something else. One more thing I'm gonna try is if we use, so that's all just edge pieces. So if we just use, instead of the corner here, what happens if I use just so the edge goes further out, right? It doesn't go any further out though. There's something I'm doing wrong, right friends? Does the advanced rotor come out further? Okay, let's get rid of this rotor. I'm sure you guys explained this to me in the comments and I just didn't quite understand it all the way. I need to be able to see again. Go to there. Alright, so that's welded up. So rotor displacement, still 20 centimeters is max. That's not out any farther, is it? Okay, I'm gonna look at your instructions again and see what I got wrong. Okay, wait. If I go... wait. I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? If I go in, and then the key is just to use the edges. Ah, ha, ha! This is what you were trying to explain to me, wasn't it? Like that. Okay, so that's not quite right. Okay, if I take this just to the very edge of where you will go. Right there? Is that right? So just right to 0. That's not going to be quite right, is it? But okay. But the edge might let it work without a gap. So it's going to look like it goes in a little bit, but it won't. Over to here. So it won't go out that far. Let's get rid of you and you. Okay, corner piece. Oof. So it fits right there. Interesting. So if I go back a certain number of centimeters, first of all, can I fit? Can I at least do the displacement here? Okay. So if we went to like there, and then do edge, and then... So it's not technically attached to it, but it's kind of attached to it? Is this the way to do it? It looks like it's not quite right, but is that it? So, and then if I go to like -20 on this side, it'll at least look uniform. Does that work? No. So if I went to let's say I go to -10, and then this is gaming the system. Gaming. Okay, so this one, the displacement is -20, and on the other side, it's even further. So how far out will this let me go? -10, -20. It would be nice if I could pull that. Okay, that's how far back that is. How far back will this let me go? Meet you halfway. -15. So that's just barely over. And will this let me still place all of those edge pieces up here? It does. Ah! Oh, you guys, is this it? Is this what you were trying to tell me how to do? It goes into the thing a little, but it not... Okay, let me see how far that one goes in. Is it about the same on the other side? Yeah, I suppose so. So that side's not gonna turn, but it'll look like it. Is that what we're going for? And then if I move this, -90. Is that right? Yeah. So this works. This is the way to do it. There we go. Did we do it? Did I do it? I mean, it's a little wonky. It definitely goes into the armor a little bit. I want to weld up this bottom part here, but... Oh, look! I was invited to a game by Mad Mavin. I should go do that! Anyway, this looks good. I'm gonna go play with Mad Mavin and then come back and see if I can't figure this out. I didn't even hear it at first, but when I looked over, I saw a ship falling to the ground, and I'm a little bit worried about where it fell. Like, basically my only evidence that I was being attacked was all of a sudden it got extra laggy. Shoo! Alright, the ship fell here. Thankfully it missed the grinding pit. Oh, that's gonna be terrifying. In the future, I'm sure I've got to move it. I just don't want to. I do kind of like that it's out of the way. Maybe once I've got my defenses and everything over at the mountain hangar base, it will actually divert things away from this grinding pit. Wow, there is like nothing left of that. Man, I kind of wish I would have seen that crash. Look at that. Like I said, all I do is look over and see the top of this coming over the top of the mountain here. Wow. Well, that's that. Actually, it's not terrible timing. I'm not quite done up here. I was just about to test it with everything welded up. I guess, you know what? Let me finish welding this up. It'll take me just a minute. And then we will see if this thing opens and closes with the new design. Okay, it's time to test this thing. Hangar rotors. Reverse. Okay, please work. Here they go. Here they go. Ugh. If this isn't the sign of a successful community, I don't know what is. It worked. There's no gaps on either side. There are rotors over there. I didn't attach it to the rotor on that side, but at least it looks symmetrical, which is nice. And there it is. It opened all the way. into my messy hangar that needs to be seriously cleaned up. And I need to be able to get to that collector. That's probably all I really have time for this episode, is to sort of open up this area. I don't know that I'm going to turn it into a hangar. Actually, do I need to do that? You know, if I got rid of this railway right here, I could probably just fly whatever I print up and through that part of the hangar. Actually, let me try that really quickly. I do have to say, I do like this walkway, but maybe it isn't as important. I don't really need another hangar in front of the printer. I can't decide what would look better. Now this makes me wish that I had just extended the hangar all the way to that end. No, no, no. Actually, if anything, when attacked, it seems like attackers love to go for welders. So I do like the idea of the printer being sort of hidden over in the corner here and not accessible through an accidentally opened hangar. Even though I can do sensors and all that. This is still an extra layer of safety. Alright, almost done. All of this. I am anxious. I really want to clean this up. Maybe that can be our reward for having done this, is doing the bay. No, it'll take a little bit too long. Alright, let's see if I can fly it out here. Okay. Actually, this is plenty of room, right? Ah, no, 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 no! Oops. That is rocking around like crazy. Please don't blow up. Do I have enough room? This is really precarious. Oh, dear. I bumped into it again. Goodness gracious. Alright, well, and I don't have enough room to see it. We need a hangar in front of this. Man, I even redid this design so that it wouldn't... Oof. Yeah, okay, okay, okay. We need a different kind of hangar. Ugh! Well, I found our last task this episode, because this is not going to be okay. I might need some suggestions on what to do here, because, ew, that was very bad. So, I mean, if I can just go straight out, it's not so bad. But if I can't just go straight out, then this is not great. Yeah, I think I need to just go through here, get rid of all of this, open this guy up, and give myself a direct pathway out for whatever I've printed. I still need to figure out where I'm going to dock this collector. So that seems like just the right thing to end this with. I'm gonna open up this space all the way. I'll think about how I want that to be hangarized, and more than anything, I'll at least open this up and then find a space to dock the collector, and then maybe that can just be it. Alright guys, decided this is going to take way too long using the terrain thing. You know what? I'm going to close the hangar first. I'm going to use a warhead. Okay. I'm going to try to come out far enough from all of this that it's not that big of a deal. Am I going to regret this? I think I'm going to stick you right, like, here. Here? Here. Is this far enough away, right? Right? I'm not going to regret this, right? Oh, guys. Is this stupid? Is this stupid? Is it far enough away? It's far enough away. It's far enough away. Is it far enough away? It's got to be far enough away. Okay, please. Please be far enough away. Let's start a countdown. Oh, please. Please, 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 please. Please. Please, please. Please, please, please. Hello? I was just about to start to go up to check on it. Okay, okay. Well, I mean, it was fine, actually. This even blew up some of the steel plates that I wanted to blow up, and some of them that I didn't want to blow up, but that's fine. That is fine. That made the job a little easier. I'm going to use the terrain tool now and go check on the state of my heart. So here's what I'm thinking. That took absolutely forever to get this out. But what I'm thinking is maybe putting a couple more warheads here and drilling into the mountain a little bit more. This is probably just going to end up being another hangar. Maybe not quite as big. I don't like the solution all the way yet that I'm thinking of. Maybe maybe it's gonna be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna on this, if I go over here I can use warheads. I think I still have the materials for one. Use a warhead here and go into the mountain a little further and then just create a couple on the I'll at least bore out this space with a spectator cam. Actually, if I go in deep enough, I could just put a couple, like connect to the pipes from up here, draw them down and just give myself a couple of spots to just plug in like an electric car or something like that, and then eventually decide if it's going to be a hangar or not. And maybe for now I just keep it super simple. I need to think about this. It would look nice to have two same size doors next to each other. Well, for now I'll clear out the space, make sure that it actually goes in under the mountain and there's a good ceiling over the top, and put in a couple of simple connectors for the front of the collector, and probably let that be that for now. Well, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it is a place that is safe for the collector to dock. Now I've got to decide exactly what I want to do in terms of cover. I don't know. This is all, of course, a lot more exposed than it was before. And I have to decide what I want to do about that. I really don't want a hangar bay that's that long, so maybe I like cover this up. Might be kind of cool to cover this up with a bunch of glass so you could see into the printer bay, and then just do a hangar over here. Maybe smaller, maybe more vertical. What do you think? I'm not sure. Either way, we've got a new hangar that functions. We've got a printer that functions. I guess we already did. We've got a place to dock the collector. We've welded up that entire pipe, and all of it appears to have worked. Hopefully that means, well, let's go to the to-do list and see what it says. It's still so under construction in here. Gotta make it look nicer. All right, so pipes covered. The hangar's not, we added to it, so I feel like I can't consider that built yet, but I think it's close. Rebuilt the hangar bay doors using the suggestions that we were given. Haven't done the defenses, haven't printed another collector yet. Let's say we did create a collector docking bay, kind of. No living quarters yet. Refinery just for rare resources, haven't done that. But we did add that also the easy block renaming mod, which I didn't even use today because I didn't have to. So overall, a successful episode. Thank you so much for joining me today on the grind. As always, it is such a pleasure. Please feel free to like and subscribe and hit that notification button. If you are so inclined, I would really appreciate you checking out my Patreon page. Special thanks to our patrons who have joined us so far. Also, please take a look at the Skyjack series that I do with Mad Mavin and Swift. It is so much fun. We enjoy doing it every week, and I think you'll enjoy it too. I'm grateful for you and for all this community means. And I will see you next time.
Into the black hole.